That man slightly tilted his bicycle's handlebars, making them point upward. He had no idea that just by leaning a little farther forward, he'd easily overtake the rider who had been ahead of him the whole time. When his rival asked how he suddenly became so fast, the man simply smiled. And at that moment, a brand new idea came into his mind. He went straight home. He opened his washing machine and removed its high-speed bearings. Then, by joining metal pieces together and welding them, he built a strange-looking bicycle. His friends laughed at it, but he was sure that with this bicycle, he'd break the world record for covering the greatest distance in 1 hour. The moment they heard that, everyone went silent. He asked his friend Joy to find the perfect place for the record attempt. After some time, race day finally arrived. Joy had a surprise for him. For safety, he'd convinced a sponsor to build a professional bicycle with the exact same design. When the man picked it up, it felt much heavier than the one he'd built himself. He couldn't decide what to do, but to respect his friend's effort, he chose to race with that bicycle. The race began the moment the referee finished the countdown. He gave it everything he had. To break the record, he had to complete 205 laps within 1 hour. But the heavier bicycle quickly drained his strength. He was soaked in sweat. The pain was written all over his face. His wife understood everything, but all she could do was cheer for him from a distance. Only 5 minutes remained. Everyone realized the record wasn't going to be broken. The previous record holder was already smiling. 1 hour was over, and he finished just 3 laps short. He immediately walked over to the organizers and begged for one more chance. Joy realized his mistake. He felt the heavier bicycle was the reason for the loss. He spent the entire night combining parts from both bicycles and built a brand new one. The next morning, when the man saw it, he made up his mind that this time he wouldn't disappoint anyone. The race began again. This time, he sat in that special position and shot forward like lightning. His speed left speechless the same people who had laughed at him before. Little by little, everything in front of his eyes became blurry. Even the sounds around him started fading away. The only voices he could hear were his wife and friends cheering him on. The previous record holder realized he was completely in the zone, so even he started cheering for him. Now there was no way back. He had only one choice: to keep going. Finally, the bell rang for the last lap. That meant he was just 1 lap away from breaking the record. His body was giving up, but his mind held on to only one thought: keep going. All he could hear was the sound of the wind. He clenched his teeth, fought through the pain, and kept pushing the pedals with everything he had. At last, he broke the 8-year-old world record. The entire stadium erupted in applause. The sponsor kept his promise and awarded him $400,000. Have you ever worked this hard to achieve one of your dreams?